free.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll kind of do again, guys. I won't try to make this a fucking lecture fest. I'm not gonna, you know, sit here for fucking 9 hours because I don't want to waste your time, nor do I want to waste mine. And just talk. I want to get into some actual gunship, but I want to make sure that we know what we're doing before, like we understand how we're doing it, why we're doing it before. My buddy Perk is a weapons squad leader. He may or may not join us somewhere in this training. And if I get anything wrong, my buddy Vitali is also in here. He was 75th and was a weapons squad over there, and he can correct me on anything I'm going sideways on. So if I don't know anything, I'm going to refer to. You can see Vitali's at the fucking bottom of the Discord. I'm referring to him. But so we're gonna go fucking straight into it. We're gonna again hone on our rates of fire a little bit. We all know, or you should know if you were at the first training, 6 to 9 rounds, 4 to 5 seconds is your sustained, and your rapid is 10 to 13 and 2 to 3 seconds. Now, I didn't really give a why the last time. The reason why is the machine gun math itself. If you have a element that is assaulting a town, right? You need to essentially, the weasel is going to have to calculate. Let me just share my full screen so this is not painful. The weasel is going to have to calculate exactly where exactly the OBJ is, where the LCC is, and where your SBF is. Now, when doing so, oh fuck me in the asshole. Something like that. Yeah, it's definitely not it, but something like that. I think it's without the fucking machine gun lines. The reason why we do sustained rate of fire, guys, or we drop up or we move up to rapid or whatever the case is that when we have a assaulting element pushing through, let's say into the danger area to the objective, we need to make sure that we're not running out of ammo before they actually reach the objective. And so with that said, you want to make sure that, let's say, if they're at their LCC and they don't even, nobody knows they're there, there's no reason to fire yet, right? But once they start assaulting and they start throwing smokes and people start looking at all, hey, why is the entire left side suddenly smoked? That's the point where we're going to start opening up. Now, you have three, well, let's just say for this, particular example, you have 3 TRPs. Each TRP, which is a target reference point, is going to be set up laterally across the objective. It could be a building, it could be a mountain range, it could be an unusually large tree, whatever the case is, but it's an identifying landmark. Now, hopefully, everybody in this VC, ideally, is taking the weasel role in the game. Like the whole point of like us trying to do this is so that we're kind of trying to like produce leaders that could like go and teach other newer players, right? So as a weasel, you need to be very accurately, or even as an AG, you need to be very accurate in your description of your target. So you need to say, if I'm looking in game, I need to be able to say, okay, hey, it's the, let's see here. There's 3 tan huts. It's the furthest left tan hut on that of that town, directly behind the 3 thin trees. Something around those lines. Or if I'm looking at this middle hut right here, if you're still looking at my screen, I could say there's 3 tan huts on the left. Directly right of that is a middle long tan hut. It's directly behind a thick tree. Something along those lines. So you want to be very descriptive, and it's gonna be hard when you're getting fucking everything's blowing up, and then you have 9 people talking in one ear, and then another 6 people talking in the other. But you need to be very accurate in your description of where you want to shoot, because that could be the life and death of your assaulting element. Like, you're either going to accidentally target your machine gunner onto friendlies, or you're going to target them onto the wrong danger space or the wrong beaten zone, and then we're not going to have an assaulting element anymore. So anyway, with that said, when we open up on our SBF, automatically, what do you guys think would be the best way to initiate? If anyone wants to blurt it out, a sport ref.
Carl G.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Nicholas. So a Carl G is the best way to initiate your any ambush, sport fire, anything like that. So if you see a squad in the open, First thing is the Carl G. Once you've initiated with that Carl G, you have that violence of action. You keep up that aggression with your 240s.
So
Now,
that'll be the make a
go
point.
ahead.
That'd be the primary initiation, and then secondary initiation would be a closed bolt weapon. So any M4 platform. You do not want to initiate with any open bolt weapon.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So the reason why Damon's saying that is because open bolts have a tendency to jam on the first shot. Now, the reason I'm not necessarily adding that here is because it doesn't in game. In game, there's no jamming for the 240 as of yet. However, keep that in mind going in the future. For right now, and I'm only going to be teaching what's applicable to game, and Damon's 100% right. But for the applicability part, open your 240 will not jam, but just keep that in mind for the future reference. So we're gonna open up with fucking Carl G as your primary initiation. We'll say for this secondary initiation will be 240s. Um, and just make sure I would after those AGs, or I'm sorry, after your Carl G gunners send out their initiation, they should be pulling rear security, watching your flanks, and also being the medic, right? Um, Now, as machine gunners, you're focused on, let's say, TRP one could be here. We'll just go. We'll go like this. Oh God. Yikes.
Yep.
All right. So let's say we're focused on TRP one. We're gonna open up with rolling guns. What that means is gun one's gonna shoot a burst of on a rapid rate of fire. So gun one's gonna shoot 10 to 13 rounds with no.
No, I'm gonna correct you on that
Go
one.
ahead.
We're
Go
gonna
ahead.
initiate with a cyclic, which is every gun opens up for 30 seconds, and then you're gonna go into a rapid.
Correct. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So you have all guns go cyclic, and then you drop down to rapid. What's the timing on that, Domin? For let's say
So
cyclic?
so the cyclic, you're gonna be 1 minute of cyclic. That's what you're aiming for. It's called the mad minute. It's whenever you initiate
Mhm.
any sort of contact, whether an ambush or a support by fire, you want at least 1 minute of cyclic, which is the mad minute where everybody's just shooting. And then after that, you're going to drop down into a sustained rate of fire. So sustain, say sustain 4. We're going to go into sustain 4, and then everybody's going to go into sustain 4, and then that's when we're going into rolling guns, which is gun 1 goes, 1, 2, 3, gun 2 goes, 1, 2, 3, gun 3 goes, and then it just continues.
Word. So once you have that base of fire established, um, every TRP, and this is unit specific, but the way like our unit did it with me and Dama is like we had every time we shifted to TRP, you're gonna do rolling guns. So once you guys are opening up on TRP one and you call for shift fire, automatically you're gonna get that call for. You shouldn't even have to say it, but it should. You're gonna go into your primary call. Does anybody
Yeah,
know what
once you
primary means?
shift, you're just going to open up again for at least 30 seconds, and then you're going to go back down into a rapid or a sustained rate.
Word. Was anyone here for the last class that remembers what if someone called that Weasel calls primary? Does anybody know what that means?
Get the
All
first
good.
gun.
That's the.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. You got it. You got it. So who's
That again?
pattern?
Hey,
Your
I'll
hot
break real
micing.
quick. Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate you. So yeah. So when you get called, let's say all the guns start shooting, right? And we have our gun one bursting, waits 3 seconds. Gun two bursts, wait 3 seconds. Gun three bursts. Let's say someone eat pattern. I almost said the R word. Um. So anyway, let's say that succession of fire gets fucked up. Let's say gun one and three or two, whatever the fuck, shoot at the same time. You'll hear the weasel call primary. All guns stop shooting. Gun one then shoots, and he restarts the cycle. So
Yeah. Say 1 shoots, 2 shoots, 3 shoots, 1 goes again, and 2's reloading, and he's not reloaded by the time that it's his turn. Gun 3's gonna go, and then it's gonna go primary, and then it's just gonna go straight back to gun 1.
yeah, it's just a complete reset. Um, so with that said, once you have that call for primary, a primary should almost happen on every TRP. You're starting as soon as you switch to TRP, you're starting back at gun 1. And again, at that rolling succession. So you're picking up your rate of fire for rolling guns at a rapid rate until you drop down to sustain. Now,
what are the gun team leaders doing?
great question. So the gun team leads are going to make sure that they have those right bearings. You could very clearly, like what we do in real life, we literally lay down on top of our gunners. And doctrinally, you're supposed to put the compass in front of them and say, this is your furthest left limit. This degree is your furthest right. No one does that gay shit. But what you are supposed to do in game, I should say, it would be very beneficial if you crouch directly behind them, if they're already linked, of course, because that should be your number one priority. Crouch right behind them and make sure that their barrel is directly online with the targets. Your barrel is not client side, guys. It's server side. Directly where they're looking is exactly where they're actually shooting and where they're looking on their screen too. So I could go up right behind my gun 1 as a weasel, look through my binos, or not even look through my binos. I could just see like where I want him shooting at. His gun is slightly to the right of that. No, I want him like dead center, right where I want him at on TRP1, right? So anyway,
So,
AGs just
talking
micromanage your
about,
guns.
give
Go
me,
ahead.
talking about TRPs and when the assaulting force is moving through, if the assaulting force is moving from the right, that far right side of that building, whichever building it is the cutoff. You cannot put your barrel any farther than that. You can't shoot beyond that any farther right. If they're coming from the other direction, it's going to be far left of the building. Do not shoot any farther left of the TRP.
Yeah. So you'll always have or not always, but you should. A good weasel will always set your furthest right limit and furthest left limit.
If
Usually
we're
will
in,
only be a one-sided like limit though, because you should only be assaulting from one side theoretically. But go ahead with the
if
question.
we're in the open, will we just set those limits like landmarks?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you have whether it's a building or whether it's a rock face, a giant boulder, a tree, a stream, whatever it is, they will
Yeah.
give you a clear landmark of saying, hey, that's your furthest right limit. Do not shoot any further right of that. But
Could you use a bearing?
You could use a bearing,
you
but it's a
could,
little
it's
hard
less,
to see. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because the thing is, let's say our assaulting force is coming from the left side, then it's your furthest left limit, right? So if you're giving a bearing, that azimuth shoots in a diagonal direction from where you are to where your troops are. It's not necessarily giving a good like set destination on where you should stop shooting. It's
Yeah.
just giving a general area. So
Yeah.
you want to give a good destination.
You want to dumb it down for people because
Yeah.
they got to visually see it. And then they're like, okay, yeah, that's my furthest left or furthest right.
Yeah, when
Is-
when you're shooting, you're not going to have your compass out simultaneously. So.
Yeah.
But let's say you have your furthest right limit established, right? Once we're on bipod. Doctrinally, by doctrine, you're supposed to have 40 degrees of space between your shots and where your contact is, or I'm sorry, where your friendlies are. On tripod is 15 degrees. I can tell you for in game, it's very much 15 degrees even on bipod. Just from the beaten zone of the weapons and the cone of fire from the weapons, which we'll go into in a second. But so you shouldn't worry about too much of that. But it's essentially 15 to 20 meters. You don't want to be shooting anywhere within 15 to 20 meters of your friendlies. Now when your friendlies start approaching that, this furthest right limit and their TRP1. Once they hit that first, like again, that 20 meters, then you're shifting fire to TRP2. Once they've cleared TRP1 and they start moving, once they, again, get to that 20-meter mark, shifting fire to TRP3. Now, the huge part about this for any hopeful leaders in this VC is that there needs to be an acknowledgement that you're shifting fire. Don't just say, hey, 1-1, or hey, 1-4, this is 1-1, shift fire, we're pushing now. And then you don't get any response back and you're like, all right, guys, let's go. Like, you need to make sure that you get that acknowledgement. Hey, Roger, 1-1, this is 1-4, we are shifting fire, confirmed, acknowledged, whatever. So that there's clear, like, everything in the military requires an acknowledgement, because if you don't, then shit like this, like, dudes are gonna die, right? So make sure that you have that acknowledgement from your weasel or from your squad leader that fire has been shifted. If you don't have that shift fire call, don't fucking go. It's that simple. Now, away, if you're not if you're not on the command net, in a way, if you know, if you are not, even if the gunfire is too loud and you can't hear, a way to tell that fire has been shifted just by your ears are, again, the rates of fire should pick up between TRPs. So if you heard that they're at a sustained rate of fire and they've just shifted fire to TRP2, you should hear the 240's rate of fire go up. And then you should hear, okay, they've definitely just shifted fire. They wouldn't just raise it for no reason. So again, like, that's more knowledge for you as a machine gunner. Like, don't just not do what your weasel says and just, even though he said sustain, go rapid. You're fucking both you up, your ammo count, and the assault force. They're gonna think, oh, it's time to push, and it's not that time. Because I promise you, all the SLs have that in mind. I promise you that, because we've done it like dozens of times. So make sure you're sticking to that assigned rate of fire. That's pretty detrimental to, like, not getting friendlies killed, and also just not being a liability. But so once you are shifting fires between TRPs, the assault force will clear through, hit their LOA, 50 meters past or whatever the fuck, and then, you know, spoot and scoot out of there after they've done SSE and all that type of shit. It's best to keep your SBF directly perpendicular to the objective in your assault force for the sake of being able to see all three TRPs. It's not great to have it like over here. Because obviously,
Possible, but you're gonna get
yeah, but
fewer rounds on each TRP because you're not
exactly,
gonna be able to
your cutoff is going to be much shorter, because
Yeah.
as these guys come up, they're going to cross into your lane of fire here. So it's just not worth it. Try to have it on your perpendicular to the entire unit. It'll be much cleaner. Before I go any further, does anyone have any questions about what we're just talking about?
Are the TRPs, so as the assault element is approaching, you mentioned shifting fire. Do we know what that next TRP is ahead of time?
Yeah, so each SL, you'll put those markers down the map. So, like, let's say we saw these 3 buildings right here on the map where we identify those. So that could be India 9-5. This middle building in the open could be Quebec 6-1. These far right buildings could be Quebec 8-8. So why is that one capitalized and that one's not? That's weird. Anyway, so now we have, if you're looking at game, the far right buildings are Quebec 8-8, middle building is Quebec 6-1, and furthest one is, what was that, India 9-5. So those are your 3 TRPs laid out on the map. Oh, that's awkward. Laid out on the map, and you know, if you could get close, and you
Fuck
could
is
scale these.
shooting?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna commit very bad slurs on them. Let me see here. Can I change the? Usually you can. Maybe I'm tripping. Usually you can change the scale
Oh, it's at the
of
bottom. It's at the
I-
bottom on the other. Yeah. Go to the bottom.
There you go. There you go. So there you go. You have very accurate TRPs right there, right? So with that said, that just takes coordination between SLs. And when you have a full TWS command structure in your server, you're almost guaranteed to have that. So just keep that in mind.
Quick note there. When
yeah.
you downsize your TRPs, like it's not downsized for everybody else.
Correct. No, it's not.
Oh.
But again, that's just something at the command brief that you guys have to get down, or just at a security halt. Like if you guys are in Suicide Forest, there's a lull in the fire, no one's really fighting. That's the time to discuss that, or just any preliminary assault. You know what I mean? Like if we were here and let's say we had our SBF up on this hill and our assault force is coming from this tree line right here. Right there. So let's say we have like about 2 squads here. 1 squad is with us up on the SBF. We'd probably be more here. We wouldn't be opposite side of them. We'd probably be along with them. So if
A little
you know
bit
we
more
need to,
cover.
yeah, exactly. But here we'll put another one down for actually hang out on SBF mark. Hell yeah. Oh, well, I'll go fuck myself. Yeah. All right. Well, you get the point. If we have an SBF down and our assaulting forces coming through, obviously we want to be as perpendicular to them as possible. Blah blah blah. If we're here, when they come up, our fire is going to get cut off a lot faster. So we're not really going to have an angle on most of that shit. But yeah, huge part again. It's also making sure that we have a security element with your fucking with your SBF, whether that's a fire team or a full squad. Obviously, a full squad is preferred, but it's whatever is happening around the map right now. You know what I mean? Like that squad very much may be needed elsewhere.
Where would they typically be?
Behind
with
a fire.
yeah, so
No,
they'd
but
be-
like where relative to the SBF would they be located? Like flanks or rear or whatever?
behind the SBF. So
Okay.
usually if you had a security squad, they'd be here, or it's whatever the highest likely avenue of approach is of the enemy, right?
Okay.
If they have high ground to overlook the SBF, I'd put them right there and have like not a separate SBF, not an SBF overwatching the SBF, but more of just have a fire team up here, have a fire team down with us. Like a smart squad leader would definitely spread his guys out, and make sure he has a firing and maneuvering element, all that bullshit.
Okay.
But yeah. So anyway, what we'll go into, we'll just try some TRP shifting with the guns, and then we'll go from there. Last thing I want to hit before we go on that is just a few like terms that is kind of going to help you figure out what's happening with your weapon. So you have your trajectory, right? That's obviously the path of the round in flight. So that's going to be that arc that your rounds are taking. All the ballistics in Bellum are 1-to-1. So just like in real life, your actual range of your 240 is 3,725 meters. That thing can reach out and touch people if they're used correctly. Many of you know, I mainly do 1-4, and I absolutely wipe squads off the map because I just snipe them from across the map. Now, with that said, within that trajectory, there's a maximum ordinate. That's the highest point when the round reaches when in flight. So it's almost like a rainbow. Your maximum ordinate is going to be right here, right? This overall line is your trajectory. Let me try to draw this better. So yeah, let's see here. Oh, good God. It's not what I wanted. Oh, ew. Ew. All right. So you have your yikes. Anyway, maximum ordinate right here. This is your trajectory. Now your cone of fire is going to be essentially the spread of your bullets. Okay, it's going to be the spread of your bullets landing in a general direction. Now the beaten zone is where those bullets land. So it's going to look like an oval right here. Here's your little machine gun right here, a little dude.
We have a reference for 0.
I got some good pictures in the side chat for you on that as well.
Yeah, if you look, yeah, perfect. Trading chat. It's literally already drawn. So you'll see that you have your cone of fire there. That's a great picture. That's like has a black background right there. How your rounds are spreading, and then where it's landing on the beaten zone. So your 240 is going to naturally climb, right? Also, amazing thing about this, being 1-to-1 ballistics, most of the rounds that hit these guys are going to be ricochet. From a 240, you're supposed to shoot at the feet of your enemy because it's going to naturally climb, and those rounds are going to bounce off the ground and hit your target as well. So definitely things to think about when you're shooting. You want to be trying to kind of hit this low point here, and it will climb. It will spread all around this area, but it will climb, and it's also going to be hitting back up into the earth. So with that said, depending on where you're shooting, if you're shooting against a cliff face, like if there's a cliff face here, cone of fire is going to be a lot, shorter. Where here
More
it's going to be
circular.
spread.
than
Yeah,
oval.
exactly. But on a flat ground with grazing fire, it's going to be a lot more spread out. So again, just things to note, like of how your rounds are going to impact, try and get you better as a machine gunner. And then your danger space, guys, is going to be like 1.8 meters off the ground. So when you're shooting, your rounds should fly about 1.8 meters off the ground. Oh, oh.
Yeah. So grazing would be 1 meter, at least 1 meter off the ground. You want to go 1 meter because it's going to climb, like he said.
It should be it shouldn't be above 1.8 though. Doctrinally, it shouldn't be above 1.8, even if it's grazing. But yes, it plunging fire is definitely though like it's definitely more wanted than grazing fire for Bellum anyway. I'll say, grazing fire there's a time and a place for it. Obviously, real life it probably is more effective, but with plunging fire, in game you have that high point, and when it rains down on those guys, it absolutely rains. We're gonna go over like no, we'll save that for after. But
Should we be thinking about ranging?
so as of right now, there's no exact rangefinder. There's no exact way to find out, and there's no grid ref. Otherwise,
Right.
So
I'm just saying visually, if they're in the buildings here or if they're in the fucking hill
yeah,
farther
so
away.
this is something you're gonna have to just kind of use previous game knowledge for. Like I would
Yeah.
guesstimate to this nearest hut right there. I would say that's probably about 100 meters, maybe 150, probably 100 meters.
100.
That's
Yeah.
100.
Yeah. So, with that said, you're just going to have to guesstimate that. But
Yeah.
at the same time, like, guys, as a machine gunner, and this is the same shit for real life, like, you don't always need to see your target. It's just your AG and your weasel that need to see.
Yeah.
I have these neat little fucking binos that, if we were to shoot at that hilltop, I could see exactly where the rounds are hitting. And which we'll demonstrate in a second. Here, shoot that automatic rifleman. See that
The rock?
boulder on the top of the hill?
Yep.
Directly at your 230. I want you to
Yes,
shoot
sir.
at that boulder. Yep. Go ahead. Okay, so he's shooting at that boulder right there. So I could tell him to walk up or walk down, where if he's down here or if he was in brush or whatever and he wasn't able to see it, I could still walk him up. You know what I mean? Or walk him down. You just have to give those clear fire commands to say, hey, up one, right two, whatever the case is.
Cool.
So just
it's
work
kind of like
with that.
it's kind of like a sniper spotter relationship done.
100%. 100%. Yeah. You want to walk your guy onto target, and AG's obvious. Dude, I've had some fucking brilliant fucking AGs in my squad before that could see better than me on where targets are without the binos. And I'm like, I don't know how the fuck you guys see that, but I trust you. So the AGs can do it too, even without the binos. You guys just have to really keep your eyes peeled. Definitely utilize that shift and just focus on it. Search for movement, because obviously we all know shadows are definitely our friends. Those are points that you're going to want to look extra hard at. Maybe later on, I went through. Dom, were you there for Sarncook's recon course of like succession of observation and stuff like that, and how to detect targets and stuff like that? Or were you in the assault platoon by that time?
I was an assault by then.
Okay. Anyway, we might go into class on that, but anyway, let's get the guns up. Let's get all of 1-4 together. And let's see. Let's find a spot over here.
There's currently a slot open in 1-4. Maybe get someone to fill that.
Yeah, that would be sick. Yeah, if we want to just get huge part of what the fuck, bro. Yo, what the fuck? I don't know if anyone sees my screen, but holy shit, this man's hard as a rock. That's crazy.
We see it.
Yeah, this guy's got jiggle physics.
It
Jiggle your
would,
shit
it would
around,
be
twin.
hard not to see.
Jiggle your shit around, twin. Who's this? Nomad? Do a little jiggle for me. Just jiggle. Yeah, see, this guy's
Could
got
do better
jiggle
than that.
physics.
Yeah, this
This
guy
guy's-
got them old World War One belts.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards right there. Anyway, all right, so let me get gun 1 in place right here.
Right.
If you're gun 1, Cactus and Yeti over here.
Here we are.
And I just want you to lay down in this direction here. Yep, right there. You're good. All right, so Yeti, your furthest right limit is this closest right green fence at 250. Yep, right there. You are not
Copy.
going to shoot past. And everybody that's not, everyone just kind of look at my screen if you're not in weapons. That way you can kind of see from my perspective what I'm doing. So that closest right green fence at 250, you are not shooting anywhere past that. You're shooting all to the left of that. All right.
Copy.
Let me get gun 2 right here. Now, AGs, you always want to be on the left side of your gunner because you want to be able to link those boys. All right, Nomad, your furthest right limit is also going to be the furthest right fence at 257. You got it. It's right behind the thick tree to your front. And then let me get gun 3 right here. And where's his AG? Yeah, sick. And then do we have AT at all? I see we have Chrome. Do we have anybody else for AT? Or is it just...
I do have a. I did at least. He's way back. I think he's AFK.
Okay.
He's by 1-7.
If the Carl G assistant gunner, or if the Carl G gunner can come over here by 1-7, that'd be sick. If not, if he's AFK, it's whatever. All right. So, boys, we have our... yeah, this belt is still killing me. Is that for anybody else, or is that just me?
That's you.
On my screen, it's fine. It's just you.
Okay,
What's really
sick.
cool is when I'm sitting prone like this, my rounds are just jiggling.
Nice. All right, so yeah, check this out. You guys see how we have all the guns in line set up. I kind of set this up backwards, but you could do 3-2-1, or you could do 1-2-3. Usually I do gun 1 far left side, gun 2 middle, gun 3 far right side, but I'm just ass backwards today. It low key doesn't matter, I guess, if I'm being honest, but gun 1, actually, yeah, it's gonna bug the fuck out of me. Gun 1, switch with gun 3. Both you guys look where each other are at, and you guys just switch out real quick.
Yep.
Take each
What
other's
was
spot.
his TRP?
Here
The
I
right green fence.
yeah, I just gave the furthest right limit. I didn't even set TRPs yet, but
Or that's I'm sorry, that's what I meant. What was his
you're
limit?
good. You're good. Yeah. So the furthest right limit is that
green.
furthest right green fence. I'll reorient you real quick. It's gonna be
Where the guy is
bearing
really walking.
252. Where that guy is. Yep, right there. That's correct. That's your furthest right limit. You're not shooting anywhere to the right of that.
For
fire
Carl
should be
Gustav is
or
in
gun
route.
team
He's on
1?
me.
Yeah, for gun team 3, that's your furthest right limit.
So gun team 1 is now No. I'm over on the left side, gun team 1, because you had to switch.
Yes, but all guns should know that furthest right green fence is the
all
furthest
right.
right limit. Yeah.
All right, yep.
Yeah.
I thought we all had our own.
No. So you have sectors of fire, which are a little bit different, but your furthest right limit is like a strict line that nobody's supposed to shoot across.
Yeah.
But you'll have your sector of fire, which is going to be, so gun 2, yours is going to be between the right hut and the left hut. I know this is super close range. We're just doing this at a kind of a microcosm. So gun 2, bearing 250. I want you, your sector of fire is going to be this closest right hut and then the second left hut. So the 2 huts that are right in front of you, that's your left and right limit right there. Very, very small sector of fire right there. And then
Good.
gun 1, you're going to have this left hut to your 246 all the way to, do you see that thick palm tree to your 221?
Yeah.
That thick palm tree right there, that's going to be your furthest. Yep, you're looking right at it. Exactly.
Cool.
All right. So that's going to be your sector of fire. Now, everyone has their SDZs laid out. The AG individually should come up to, again, and hopefully, I'm sorry, I think it said AG. The Weasel should come up to each gun and set their fucking SDZs for them, their surface danger zone. If they haven't, they're a piece of shit, which hopefully you guys are going to go take that Weasel spot. But go up, get your guys right, make sure they're looking in the right direction. AGs should already have their guys linked. So anyway, we'll say TRP1 guys, everybody, TRP1 is going to be the furthest right hut. TRP2 is going to be the hut in the middle. And then TRP3 is going to be the top of that left hut. Can everybody see the top of the left hut? Furthest left hut. Gun
Quick question.
3.
Do we,
What's up?
at what point do we like pause to link?
Great question.
can you link
So
during-
when you guys,
when you're
right after
firing.
you shoot, right, so let's say gun 1 shoots, right? He shoots his burst.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's, and then gun 2 goes. Like the second you stop shooting is when your AG should be linking you, because
Cool.
he knows he has time before it gets to gun 3 and all the way back to you.
Cool.
So we should never have to call like hold linking, because it should have already been done as soon as you stop shooting.
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't just be shooting. Oh, I see a guy here, bang, bang. I see a guy here, bang, bang. Like you're not just shooting at nothing, right? Like each guns have their sectors of fire set. We have the principle of direction of fire, which is your entire OBJ that you're shooting upon. Someone's gonna get him. You don't need to don't try to jump the line just because you see a dude, essentially. Because again, this
Are
is gonna
the
fuck up the gun line.
are the
What's that?
AGs just focused on linking, or should they be shooting when their gun shoots as well?
If I'm being honest, the AG should be focused on linking. If you're in the correct space, like you should
So
be 240 should always have range. Like you guys should always be on a far hilltop shooting down on an enemy, right? Like you shouldn't be this close. This is just a microcosm of what I was going to say, but Dom, what
Yeah,
were you going to say?
so the AG's primary purpose here is make sure that the 240 has ammo and make sure that he's on target. And that's it.
Yep.
And then
When-
also rates of fire, control the gun. So gun control, make sure he has ammo, and that's literally your whole job.
Yep. When
90%
I'm
of the time, you're not going to be shooting.
when I'm a weasel and I have Victor as my one of my AGs, I can always trust that I don't have to micromanage that gun because he's already micromanaging his gunner. That's less for me to worry about because I have a shit ton of stuff to worry about as a weasel, right? But if you're a good AG, you'll micromanage your gun, keep him on target, let him know when it's his turn to shoot, when it's not. And you guys will pick it up. You'll see here in a second. You guys won't even need a cue. But you'll see how it goes. Let's get into it. So again, first TRP for gun 3, you should be looking at that right hut right there. So to slightly left of where you're looking now, should be 244 left of the green fence. Do you see that, Brody? I think Brody might be AFK. No kizzy. Gun 2, what about you? Do you see that middle hut right there? The one directly in front of you? Yep, that one right there. Yep. That is going to be TRP1. Okay, TRP2 is going to be the hut left of that. And then TRP3, do you see the top of that far
Point.
left hut?
Just the tip.
Yeah, just the tip. It's above the green fence on the far left side.
Copy.
Yep, right there where that shot rang out. Did you see that? Gun 2?
Yep. Gun 3.
Okay, sick.
Or
Gun 1.
Gun 1. Sorry.
You check that gun 1? All right, cool. So everybody, does anybody have any questions on which TRPs are which? Brody, are you alive yet or no?
Yeah. I was muted in Discord. I fat thumbed the fucking vocal chain game.
I see. But do you know which TRP is which?
Green fence.
So
Fence.
your green fence is your furthest right limit. TRP1 is going to be the hut left of the green fence. Yep, that right there.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's TRP1. The hut left of that is TRP2.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So to
Cool.
your turn to your 234. 234, a little further left, the one that was just shot at. Yep, that's going to be your. Here, I'll just shoot it on. That's actually a lot easier. So do you see the one I'm shooting at right now? That's going to be TRP2, and then TRP3 is going to be the. Do you see the tip? It's kind of hard to see for you, but you see that the tip of that hut right there? I'm going to assume he's fat fingering, and he said yes. But hopefully our machine gunner has comms. He's kind of standing still, so I don't know if I'm being honest. All right, well, this is going to be interesting. All right, so we're going to open up with rolling guns. So we're gonna go cyclic. And then once we have that,
Not rolling guns. It's just
oh yeah,
every
yeah,
gun is gonna open up. It's gonna be the Mad minute. Literally for the first minute, you're gonna be firing.
Isn't that basically just that's going to be a mag dump because I don't have 30 seconds of rounds.
That's the thing. So
Oh.
here's how.
Okay, just checking.
Here's how we did
No
it.
worries.
We had gun. I mean, and Dom. I mean, it's up to you. What we want.
I don't know. I guess
usually
we had more ammo.
We did gun 2 and 3 would open up, and then because
Cactus, can you
once
link me?
they're gonna need time to either reload that belt or relink it, and then gun 1 would keep up that rate of fire after
Before
while they're doing that, and then we'd call primary. But it's I don't know. That's a little advanced. I would just say to keep it simple, start off rolling guns, and we have that AT initiation. We have gun 1 shoot his 10 to 13, gun 2 shoot their 10 to 13, and then gun 3 shoot their 10 to 13.
Well, if we're gonna initiate, right, you want as much firepower on the objective as you can possibly get it to let the people that are gonna assault the assaulting force move up because you want to keep the enemy's heads down.
Word.
What do we do
100%.
like? I mean, we could do like 10
You
seconds
could do
of cyclic.
10, 20 seconds, whatever you can do, right? It's up to you guys. If you guys see
Well,
that,
Or maybe
yeah,
two-thirds
I
of a
think you
belt.
guys only have. I'm trying to do the math here. I'm pretty sure you guys only start off with a 50 round belt. Am I mistaken?
It's
No,
something
it's
it's
like
like
that.
150.
It's 150 if it's linked.
If
Okay,
it's
all
linked.
Each
right.
link
So
is worth
here's what-
100. Max is
Okay,
200.
Why don't we
link.
do an experiment and somebody
Yeah,
get a
so-
timer out and figure out how many seconds?
I'll time it and y'all start.
Let's have. Well, let's
Um,
just do one gun. Do it. So we.
Cactus,
fucking-
did you link me?
Yes, you're linked.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Is anybody not linked?
I'm gonna have gun 1 just do this quick burst here. Gun 1, I just want you to go fucking cyclic on my mark, and we're just gonna
Yep.
dump the whole belt.
Yep.
Don't relink him at all, Cactus. All right. I just want him to spend his full belt here.
Who's gonna? Is
Because
somebody on the
I'm
timer?
curious too.
Yeah, I got timer.
Okay.
Yep.
Give me a countdown and all.
All right.
3, 2, 1, cyclic. All right, that's
15
14
seconds.
seconds.
15.
I got 14. Okay.
It's almost 16
Alright.
seconds, so we're gonna go down to 15 seconds.
Okay. All right. So we'll go 15. All right. So what I
We
would
can do
say
a- we
then,
can do a
I would say
10-second
8-second.
initiation.
Yeah. I'm just worried about if
Because
they.
it gives, well, the thing is, it gives enough ammo for them to do another burst of sustained, and then they link. You know,
Yeah.
But they would go to they would from cyclic. Usually we drop down to rapid, not sustained.
well, even rapid. I think they have enough. Let's go 10 seconds. I'm gonna tell you when to stop.
Okay.
All right.
Are we doing? Are we going into rolling guns though, or no?
Yeah, so we're gonna go into a rapid rate of fire afterwards, but I'm gonna check how much ammo he has left after the 10 seconds.
Is the AT back yet or no?
I don't know if can I ammo check. Yeah.
The
okay.
gunner
figure
will
it out.
have.
The
yeah.
AG can look.
Oh, okay.
All
Cool.
right. Start in 3, 2, 1, go.
If I can really fast, you
Stop.
guys can have guns
No,
too
no,
and
no.
have ready
Stop.
reload.
Yeah, you got plenty of ammo.
Link them. While
10
gun
seconds?
1 starts it after the cyclic. After the
Ten-
mad minute, sorry.
Yeah,
10
yeah.
seconds to
Yeah,
rapid.
you got
Yeah.
enough. Yep.
So it's gonna be So it's gonna be that 10 seconds of cyclic, and then you're gonna drop down to a rapid. We'll call like rolling guns. And then so we'll call. Well, I guess we can call the fire command. Just go, cyclic, and then we'll call. We can
can
call
go
it just
rapid
primary. We can just call it primary,
rapid.
honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's
primary
gonna have
rolling
to
guns.
start. It's gonna have to start with gun 1. So after you guys do the 10 seconds of cyclic, gun 1 is gonna shoot. literally almost immediately right afterwards. They're gonna
Yes,
do. You're gonna
yes.
go
Yeah.
into a rapid 3, and then you're gonna go 1, 2, da 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 da, and then next.
Yeah.
Now, once we shift to rolling, then I would shoot my first rapid, and then would I wait to get linked?
Yes.
You're gonna get
Okay.
linked after the rapid. Yep.
Yeah, copy. Okay.
All right. So we'll call cyclic and
And
Donovan,
call out
correct me
when
if I'm
you're
wrong, but
linking.
Donovan, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're all going cyclic at the same time, right?
Yeah. So all 3 guns are gonna open up for the first 10 seconds. After the first 10 seconds, it's gonna go to gun 1, and then gun 2, gun 3.
All
Oh,
right, let's
shit.
say the bulk of our enemies are on TRP1, guys. So if you guys want to look at that far right fucking hut, that is going to be our, oh God, just open up my command bar. That's going to be our main target here. So gun 1 to you, that is going to be like 260. Yep, right there. Sick. All right, gun 2, I already see you're in set, and gun 3 is still AFK. All right, sick. Gun 3, are you alive? Hello, Brody.
Yes, hello.
Okay.
Can you look it
2,
up?
4, 5. Do you see TRP1?
Look, you said dreadful.
All right, I'd rather low loss and sauce. Brody, the far right, the hut that I'm shooting at right now,
It's getting closer. What is?
the one behind the thick tree, that's TRP1. Okay, the hut left of that is TRP2. Do you see the hut far left side, that just where the tip's sticking out on the top there? That is TRP3. Okay. So anyway, yep, you got TRPs. All right, sick. All right, so guys, we're gonna open up with cyclic. All guns are gonna be on TRP1, and then after 10 seconds, we'll drop it down to rapid. AGs, as soon as your gun is finished shooting, that is when you tell them, or that is when you link your gun. You say gun 1
Yeah,
linking, gun
so
2 linking, whatever the fuck.
After you do the 10 seconds of cyclic, gun 2 and 3 can link immediately because they're not gonna be shooting right away. You can link
Very
gun
true.
2 and 3, and then while gun 1's shooting.
Word. And then gun 1, you're just shooting after your, or you're just linking after he shoots. All right, boys. Oh, no, okay. Some ape just shot back there. Such a retard. Now, all right, everyone relink. God damn it.
They can't. They have too much ammo.
Jesus
pretty
Christ.
sure.
All right,
Yeah.
well, there goes our fucking.
No,
whatever.
you can start. You got enough ammo to do a 10-second.
Okay. All right, ready, guys?
Hey,
Oh, my
AGs,
apes.
make sure that you are counting and make sure you're keeping track, because you're the one that's in control of the gun.
Yep. I'll still call it the command at the 10-second mark anyway, but just make sure you guys are keeping that count. All right, on my mark on TRP1, ready? Cyclic.
Linking.
Rapid. Linking. All right. Oh, we missed it. You gotta reload. No. Reload.
Primary.
Getty. Reload.
He's reloading.
Gun
Gun
two,
two.
go.
There you go. Nice.
Primary, gun 2, send it. Okay, you're not gun 2. Gun 3, send it.
All right, hold up.
Like-
Stop shooting.
Oh,
We got this all fucked up.
So gun 3, you're shooting. What fucked everyone up is you're shooting in 2 bursts. So what you did was you started shooting, you started going. That's not just, we gotta do one singular 10 to 13 round burst. So it's just gonna be a long. Okay. So guys, keep your bursts as one. Don't try to break them up, because that's gonna fuck up the whole gun line.
I have a game mechanic question.
What's up?
So if I run dry before I get linked, do I have to reload before I can get linked?
Yeah. You do.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, if you drop below, I think 10 bullets in the link, they can't relink
Okay.
you.
Okay,
Yeah,
so that's
something-
what happened to
something
me.
like that.
So
Yeah, exactly. But make sure you call that out loud and proud. So the like immediately saw me and Dama jumped on gun 2. We're like, gun 2, pick it up.
Yeah.
So
Cactus,
yeah.
was there like an issue linking or what happened?
You kept firing.
Oh,
After
my
we
bad.
called,
I just
yeah,
need to
yeah,
I
yeah.
just need to yell at you louder.
Yeah, I didn't hear
to
you
help.
call it out.
It's loud as
so-
fuck. Guys, don't use
All right.
don't use your local chat while on the gun line. Use the radio. Say, yeah, gun 1. But if you say over the radio just linking, that's gonna think all the guns are gonna think that's their AG, right? So make sure you
Yeah.
call out gun
Right.
1 linking, gun 2 linking, gun 3 linking, and just know what gun team you are. Again, keep that same burst, and just identify who you are.
The previous training made a good point that always call out your call sign prior to anything that you're saying. This is like a
100%.
general rule.
Yep, 100%. All right, guys. Same thing over again. We're gonna go into that cyclic, and then we're gonna drop down to. Fuck. I wish we had a. Fuck. Whatever. We're gonna drop down to rapid. But remember, guys, when you guys went to rapid, actually, Dom, doctrinally, is it rapid or rolling guns that they drop to after the cyclic? It should be
It'll be
rolling guns.
rapid. No, it'll be rapid. So it'll be like rapid 3. You gotta give a number after.
Okay, yeah, well
you
that's my
say
that's my
rapid or
point right there. Is that
sustained or
when you
'cause-
guys go into rapid, guys, remember that there's that 3-second space. So if we go rapid, gun 1 is
Well,
going to
it's-
shoot his burst, his 10 to 13 round burst, not 20 round burst. 10
Well,
to
no,
13
here.
round burst.
Ari, hold
Wait that
on.
3 seconds, and then gun 2 send it.
Hold on, give me a second.
Rog,
So
got it.
when you say rapid, you could go rapid, right? And that would just be
2 to 3 seconds.
you're gonna do the 10 to 12 burst, and immediately after it's gonna be gun 2, and then gun 3, and then once you go into like a rapid 3 or a rapid 4 or whatever,
Well,
that's when you
wait,
start
wait.
counting.
That is not doctrinally. That is not correct. Doctrinally, it's 2
No.
to 3 seconds. Doctrinally, rapid is 10 to 13 round burst every 2 to 3 seconds. What
Yes,
you're saying with no space in between, that is rolling guns.
The
I
Rangers are
promise you that.
fighting.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I promise you
bad.
that.
And then once you go into a sustain, that's when you call like sustain 3, sustain 4, whatever.
Yeah,
you gotta
exactly.
put a number
The
after
sustain-
like a sustain.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah, exactly.
You gotta give that little bit of a lull to make the
Is-
rounds last longer.
Is the
Right.
sustained 3 and 4? Does that refer to the pause or the?
pause.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
on the gun?
so when you say like we're gonna go into a sustained 4, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, and then on 4 you're gonna shoot,
Yeah.
Copy.
and
Yep.
then it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, and then 4 you're gonna shoot again.
And if you're
Like
trying to
the next
conserve
gun.
ammo, if it's sustained like 8, then it's shooting. You shoot your 6-9 round burst. The rounds never change. It's always 6-9 and
Yeah.
10 to 13. So shoot your 6-9 round burst. Wait 8 seconds, and then it's sustained 8, right? But anyway,
No,
my
no. You're gonna wait 7 seconds, and on the 8th second, you're gonna shoot.
Yes,
Every
correct.
Yeah.
so
correct,
the number is for when you're gonna shoot. So it's not
Yeah.
gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 shoot. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3 shoot. 1, 2,
Yes.
3 shoot. You know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Just make sure, guys, when we go into that rapid after the cyclic, that you guys are giving that 3 seconds, because last time we did not do that. Do that 1, 2 shoot, 1, 2 shoot.
Yep.
You know what I mean? All right.
It helps to count it out loud, even if you're not.
Yes,
doing it in-game.
100%, dude. We do that on the gun line all the fuck. They hear the shots. They already know we're here. It doesn't hurt to count out loud. So fucking don't be afraid to count out loud. And again, make sure you're over radio when you're speaking to your gunner and your AG. All right. All right. Guns ready.
Call out your gun, please.
Yep.
2 ready.
Don't want to fuck.
1
everybody
ready.
up.
2 and 1 are ready. 3 ready. Sick. All right. All right. TRP 1. Cyclic.
Gun 2 linking, gun 2 linking, gun 2 linking. Gun 2 up.
Gun 1 rapid. Gun 1 rapid.
Rapid.
Gun 2 3 linked.
Gun 2 up.
Link.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Gun
Oh,
3,
shit.
send it. hold up.
Stop.
Hold on. So what you're doing right now is cyclic, right? You're I'm like he's got a runaway gun. So you got so what you're doing right now, Brody, is you are on cyclic. That is dumping the full belt. Remember, you're doing only for rapid. You're doing 10 to 13 rounds. Okay.
Oh my god.
So make sure you're.
That's just the cyclic is just for the first round of shooting, and then we go into rolling guns, which is where we each just shoot for 2 to 3 seconds.
Correct.
If you don't know how long it takes to shoot 10 to 13 rounds, that's going to be weapon system dependent.
Motherfucker, die.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just gonna be die, motherfucker, die. So every time if you're shooting a rapid burst, it's gonna be die, motherfucker, die. Or if you're a Chad, you just are able to count really fast how your rounds are going out. All right. Sick. The AT is finally here. Yeah. All right. Hey, we're gonna do this a little differently now. The AT is finally woken up. AT, I want you to shoot like on my mark. I want you to shoot right into that fucking compound. Are you loaded or no?
I can load him.
Yeah, load that John up.
Cactus,
we'll
am I
do this
linked?
the right one. Yeah, gun 2, what happened there? You weren't linked fully, or what's up?
You should be good, Hank.
Gun 1 has 111 rounds.
I
can't
can't
remember.
remember. 111.
Copy.
Interesting. Hey,
Can you link me again?
Shoot. I don't think you can. Gun 1, shoot like 10 rounds, and then
Hold.
Yep, there you go. Attaboy.
Gun 1 linked.
Yep, I can hear you. Hank, can you hear me?
So. Yeah, it's not letting me.
Hank, are you in the VC?
No, I have no idea what you guys are doing. I just.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my
God. Are you in TWS?
Nope, no idea what you guys are.
I got you. We're doing a weapons training. Would you mind either joining the VC and joining us, or can you hop to a different role? It's in the TWS server. I'm gonna have Vic, if he's around, send you a link.
Sure. Yeah.
Is Victor here?
Yeah, I'm around. Give me a second. What's his name?
No, not
Hank
not
Hill.
Hank Hill. His name is Hank
Oh.
Hill. You're good.
That's what it is in Discord, bro.
Great fucking name.
Let me hit up the probably in fucking Discord or something.
Yeah, someone's gonna contact you over Discord. I'll give you a VC to join. All right, we won't use the AT for now. Gun 2, what happened there? Were you just not linked fully, or was he just like that last round?
Initially, we were at 104 rounds, so immediately.
I don't understand why you're asking.
Say again.
Why are you asking me that? Did I do something wrong?
No, just that gun 2 in the middle of that. In the middle of the cyclic, gun 2 called out linking, or gun 2 linking, and then gun 2. No, you're good. You didn't. It wasn't necessarily the gunner's fault. Is asking the AG if the gunner didn't have enough ammo or something like that.
Yes, initially, guy had 104
I already
rounds
found you
on the
guys'
belt.
link on
Got it. Understood. Thank you. All right. You guys all have like 150 now. Hopefully, question mark.
Yep.
Gun 1 is ready. Yep.
Okay. Gun 3. What do you got?
145.
Gun team. Okay. Good enough.
That's good. Yeah.
All right. Good enough. Yeah. All right. Fucking. All right, guys. Same thing. TRP1. I'll call it out when we're. What the fuck is this?
Before we fire as well, real quick, this is Chroma. Just prospect for ahead of time. It's saying I could load munitions still. I did it before. I don't know if it's bugged, but just if it can't fire later, that's why. For the AT.
Word. All right, got it. All right. All right. AGs, recognize your TRPs. On my mark. Cyclic. Rapid.
3 lengths.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
1 linked.
1, 2. 1, 2. Gun 3, that's not you. Primary.
Gun 3 linked.
Gun one.
Gun one linking.
Good shit, guys. Good shit.
Very nice.
One fire.
Lift fire, lift fire, lift fire.
That was
Great
nice.
work, guys. Fantastic
Right.
work.
And then
Nice
after
work,
that, you would
boys.
go into your sustained rates
Yep.
of fire.
And then we
Which will
drop down
be-
to like again, 6-9, wait 4 seconds, and then shoot, and then same thing. So off rip, again, listen, you guys got it by the end. At the beginning, it was a little shaky. Gun 3, you're shooting when it was gun 2's turn. Make sure you're listening between, and I know it's hard at the beginning because like gun 1's going like from cyclic into rapid, so there's almost no pause, if any. But there should be a slight like 1 second pause.
Yeah, I did pause.
You did. He just got confused. You're good, dog. That was fantastic, guys.
I noticed one where gun 2 went, and then gun 3 and gun 1 went at the same time.
Yeah, I fucked up.
One thing that can help with this situation is not a requirement, but you can, when gun 1 finishes their burst, they can say gun 1, and then gun 2 knows it's their turn.
Sorry, I was smoking. You could. Correct. All right. We're going to do that same thing, guys. Let's relink. Let me know when everybody's at 150. If your gunner's not, or if you're unable to link to 150, shoot the rest of 10 rounds or whatever you need to get them back to 150. Because if you're at 111 or some shit, then
gun one's ready.
All right, gun one's up. Thank you for that.
Three ready.
Gun two's up.
Gun two's up. Fantastic.
3 ready.
3's awesome, guys. Fantastic. All right. Same thing, guys. Every time, just about a huge part about being a leader is the pull and the push of information, right? If you are not getting pushed information, you need to pull information. So as an AG, the weasel won't have to micromanage you if you're proactive with that communication. So just, let us know. Gun one's up, bet, say that. Fucking gun two's up, fantastic. Same thing. Linking, great. We're gonna do the same thing, and then we're gonna go to sustained.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
I like that.
All right. So we're just gonna go rapid. We're not gonna do the cyclic at the beginning because I fear we're running out of ammo. So we'll start off with rapid. Remember, between gun 2 and 3, guys, make sure that you guys are waiting that 2 seconds and then shooting. You're not just shooting immediately after.
Remind me of the timing first.
Hang on a sec.
So you're shooting your 10 to 13 rounds, which is die, motherfucker, die. Going 1, 2, shoot.
Die, motherfucker, die.
1, 2, shoot. So that 1, 2 is the spacing between the bursts, between your burst and gun 2's burst.
I thought that was rapid.
That is rapid.
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, so we're doing rapid, and then we're going to drop down to sustained. The sustained is 6 to 9 round burst, so it's a bit shorter burst, and then you're waiting 4 seconds and then shooting.
Copy.
Yeah. And the first time, I'm going to count it out, and then I'm going to stop counting. All right, just so we get that rhythm.
So the sustained should sound like this. It'll be like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do, instead of the full.
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yes, that exactly is 6 to 9 rounds. Correct.
I think that was exactly 6.
Yes, exactly. And that's what I'm talking about. When you got the majority of my time in the army was spent as a machine gunner. Once you get enough time as a machine gunner, I was telling Yeti this the other day, how to master a role is just keep playing that role, get familiar with it. The more time you spend on that gun, you're gonna recognize this. You won't exactly. You won't need that. I'd never do the die motherfucker die shit because I can literally count the fucking bullets at this point. So anyway, just fucking you guys got it. I'll call out the sustained after we do a bit of rapid. I'll usually call that when it hits gun 3. And then we'll go down to sustained on gun 1. A good weasel will never call that shit on gun 2. That shit is stupid. All right. Rapid on my mark. TRP2. TRP2. Great adjustment. All right. Rapid. Good job, gun 3. Oh, never mind. Not a good job. He's AFK. All right, let's restart. Gun 2, you're shooting a little too fast after gun 1. Remember to leave that 1, 2, and then shoot. Okay.
Quick question.
Gotcha.
What's up?
Originally, I thought that each TRP was like sector of fire. So if we're all on TRP2, should we call like left side, right side, like gun 1 left side, something like that?
So we will. I'm going to talk about that right after. But each gun can have each gun should have their own TRP. However, that's not always the case. You could have gun 1 and 2
you're more than welcome
on
to join,
TRP1, then gun 3 on TRP2.
We're
So
reviewing
you guys
gun
have
teams,
crossing
how to
lanes of
use gun
fire, and you're
teams,
also
etc.
keeping like the main enemy at bay with both guns, and then their reinforcements at bay with gun 3. I'll explain on paint.net afterwards.
No, I
Also,
get it.
if you're in the Bellum Discord and you would like, we can invite you to the Discord chat.
Panda, you're hot miking.
There's also
Can
some
you mute,
paperwork
Panda?
and stuff.
Brody, are you here?
Yeah, just so we can hear each other. All right, boys. Again, gun 2, make sure you're leaving that like 2 second space, and then shooting on gun 3. You're doing great so far. Just give them some progression. Then gun 3, make sure that you're alive, please.
How am I on ammo, Cactus?
Yeah, let's make sure we're all
You're good.
to go.
You're 150.
Hell yeah.
And for this, guys, again, like once your gunner shoots, like just immediately after relink. All right, guys.
They can't because you have to be below a certain amount of rounds.
Yeah,
before you
yeah. I'm
can
just
link.
saying when it is time. I thought that was implied. My fault. OG.
Spam the F button.
All right, boys. On my mark, we're gonna do rapid on TRP2. Ready? Rapid, rapid, rapid. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Shoot.
Come on.
Good.
Shoot. Shoot. Shoot.
Gun 1.
They got it. They got it. They got it. Sustain, sustain, sustain.
You gotta give them a number.
If it should be 4 seconds. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hey, hold up, hold up, hold up. Guys, sustained without any call, again, it's the default is 4 seconds and you're shooting on 5. Like TC 3-22.240. Find it right there. You're waiting that 4 seconds and then you're shooting. That's
Is that all? Does that
again?
also mean when you make that call that I'm waiting 4 seconds?
No.
Yes. No. Oh, no. Yeah, no. So as
It's
soon
gonna
as
initiate.
It's sustained.
Yeah.
Gun 1 initiates off rip. Yeah,
Yep.
sorry. Yeah.
Yep.
Gun 1 initiates off rip, and then gun 2 again. You're waiting that 4 seconds, and then you're shooting, and then gun again. Waiting 4 seconds. You're good, dog. You're good. This is why we're doing this, so we're not dying out there. and then waiting that 4 seconds, and then gun 3 shooting. All right. Let's practice some
Gun
sustained
1's
real quick.
Let's practice belt, but I'm out of ammo. I'm out of belt.
Oof, interesting. Okay.
You can do a redeploy.
Redeploy here soon.
Or be behind you.
Please do. I would kiss you on the lips. Oh,
We shoot on 4 or 5.
All right, hey, all the AGs, just stand up. Gunners stay in place. Just AGs, go grab ammo from the ORP.
Yep.
Hero.
Yeah, absolute hero. You shoot on 5.
All right.
Yep. So it's 1, 2. It's 1, 2,
On the smoke.
3, 4. Shoot.
Okay.
Yep.
AG's got to make sure they don't dive in front of their gunner. I've done that before.
Gun 1 up.
Guns are up.
3 ready.
Sec. All right. 1 sec.
Probably should say gun instead of just 3, because 3 sounds like a fire team call or something.
A squad call, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right, boys. TRP2. We're gonna do sustained to start, and then once we get that down, because I see we're having a little trouble with that, we're gonna go rapid to sustained. But for right now, let's just do sustained. You're shooting your 6 to 9 round burst. It's not as long as burst. 6 to 9 rounds, waiting 4 seconds, and then you're hitting that. All right. Sustained on TRP2. Sustained on TRP2 on my mark. Ready, mark. Send it. 2, 3, 4. Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Gun 3 linked.
Full 4 seconds, guys, then you're shooting. Good. Good. That was on the money.
2, 3, 4.
Good. Good. All right. Let's index there. Let fire real quick. All right. Now we're gonna same thing, guys. We're gonna go rapid now, and then I'll drop it down to sustained. Make sure you guys just listen for these call outs. Don't like overcommit. I know everybody I know we want to ride the lightning, but just make sure that you're listening to those call outs. Because again, if you guys are at the wrong fire rate, and then our friendlies hear that the fire rate's picking up, I guess it's time to start moving because they shifted fire. No, make sure you're sticking to that same fire rate. All right, we're gonna go. Rapid. We're gonna do 10 to 13 rounds every 3 seconds. So 1, 2, shoot, and then after we've got that in the groove, we're gonna drop down to sustained, so you guys don't get too comfortable.
Copy.
Rock and roll. All right. Rapid on TRP2. Rapid on TRP2 on my mark. Rapid, rapid, rapid. A little shorter burst, Nomad.
Remember, 2 seconds. Shoot. It's 2 seconds between bursts.
Gun 1, you're shooting a little too fast. 1, 2, shoot.
Gun 3 linked.
Shoot. Oh. Shoot.
Rapid, rapid, rapid. Wow, sustained, sustained, sustained. My fault. 2, 3, 4, shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, shoot. Shorten those bursts up just a little bit, guys. Good.
Shoot. Nice.
Nice. TRP1, TRP1, rapid, rapid, rapid.
Nice.
Ah, that sounds so sexy.
Yep.
Ooh.
Gun 1 linked.
Copy.
Gun 3 linked.
All right, lift fire, lift fire, lift fire. Great work, guys.
That was
Fantastic work.
Yeah,
So
boys.
that all came
Easy.
together by the end, right? Like we have to understand what the sustained versus rapid looks like and how to execute that. And again, once we shifted our TRPs, we lifted up that rate of fire. That's again telling everyone on the battlefield we're about to push their shit in, A, and B, we're giving the suppression and keeping the heads down of the enemies that our friendlies need to push. So that again, as soon as you shift a TRP, always you're picking up the rate of fire. You're never like shifting a TRP at a sustained rate. It's always going to lift up to rapid or even cyclic if shit's really going sideways.
Hey, gunners, also don't be afraid to traverse across too.
Yeah,
on
let's
your-
actually.
about to ask
I
that.
was literally about to go into that too. It's so funny. Everyone's on the same brainwave. What was your question, Yeti, or whoever just asked?
Essentially, like, my thought was every time I'm up that I would maybe just shift fire a little bit here or there.
Yeah, you can on you between the 3 TRPs, right? Say we're you know primarily focused on TRP 1. You can traverse that entire building with your
Yeah.
gun,
Yeah.
with your bursts. You don't have to shoot at one spot.
Yeah.
It's a lot better if you traverse across and then go back. Say like go left to right, right? Across the
Yep.
building with your burst. And then just do that every time with your bursts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And are you aiming for center of the building, or you want to aim like knee and below for prone guys?
You gotta do knee and below because
yeah,
they're most likely gonna be prone. They're gonna try to get
And
down.
remember,
So
remember what he said about the ricochet too.
Yep, exact that. And guys, the 1-to-1 ballistics, you guys don't know it, but these bullets are not only going through this hut, but the hut behind it and the fence behind that. Like you're shooting 7.62, especially at this close range. Like you are shitting on everybody throughout that entire compound. They're probably going to be proning on the floor and let all that shit, and CCP probably inside there somewhere. Spread out your rounds because they're going to start recognizing, okay, only this building's being shot at, only that, so like. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I
And,
have a discipline question.
What's up?
So let's say we're on our TRP and then I see a squirter out to the outside of the TRP. I'm assuming you want me to kill that fucking guy.
Yeah.
Or is that going to disrupt our timing?
So I will direct, like usually whatever gun, if everyone should have eyes on that squirter, right? Because everyone's shooting at the same PDF, the same principal direction of fire. Now, with that said, whoever's turn it is on the gun, at least in my platoon, like whoever's turn it is on the gun, that's weapons free for that guy. However, it depends on what the objective is. If it's a trench assault or if it's a raid. If you guys are conducting a raid on a specific compound or a building, an SBF is set up to directly, like it's usually an SBF is not even if you're doing a raid and you execute it right and those guys stack on the building without even being heard or seen, there's no need for the SBF to shoot prior to that, right? In that case, the SBF is only hitting the squirters as they come out the compound. That's why in a lot of soft units, you're going to see dudes preferring to clear top to bottom because you're not cornering dudes to the top of a floor after they take the first and the second floor. And now these dudes are cowering with a suicide vest on the top floor and going to kill everyone. They're giving a chance for everyone to leave the building so that SBF and Overwatch can pick them off as they run out. So anyway, with that said, depends on the mission set, low key Met TC. However, if you do see a squirter, call that out, and whoever's turn on the gun line is should be able to hit that. But just stay zeroed on that guy. Use that communication though.
Yeah.
Good question though. All right, I want to go over. Like, I know we don't have T&E, but we're still gonna see it. I want you guys to take a look at my screen real quick, and we're gonna go over the difference between swinging traverse and just traversing fire. So with that said, I'm an unprepared fuck. Where is it? So
Man, you had a whole week to fucking prep for this class.
I know, dude. What a piece of shit.
Where are your dude? My shit would be. I'd have so many fucking folders.
Yep, you can do folders on this shit.
Yeah.
Huh? I did not know that.
I'm pretty sure.
My fault, OG.
Somebody asked in
I have
chat
this thing called autism.
Somebody asked in chat specifically, this game's mechanics with bullets do have ricochet and penetration through buildings and other things.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Is requested because this game
Sherlock, if you go and watch like Karma's videos or Drewski's or any admin's videos, you will see the bullet trajectory. It is simulated.
Yeah.
It's very useful to watch just so you have an idea of how it works.
So, check this out. Here's a little clip here, and we'll go into this in a second too. But so we have the movement of the platoon on our right side, and so we have our gun team on the left side of the road. Does everybody see that watch right there in this clip?
Yes.
So you have approximately a squad or two over here, on the right side of the road. We go on the left side of the road because if they need to assault, we're not going to be able to get any fire down if we're behind them, right? Like we can't shoot at their backs. So you want to be offset from the platoon. Now, while we're moving up, this is I think me and Vic.
Yes, sir.
You'll see that we come across an entire squad right in front of us. Now this is an example of swinging traverse. So you're going to see me utilize for a close range target. Swinging traverse is usually when you're being overrun or you just have a shit ton of dudes right in front of you. Swinging traverse is going to be that like fire that you put down that you know exactly where they're at, but you need to do it to hit all those guys. So we're going to go over the difference between this and traverse, but this is what swinging traverse looks like.
Aristotle, real quick, how much more time for the class?
Probably like, I want to say 20 minutes, if that.
Okay. All right. We have last second, I forgot it was the last Wednesday of the month. So we have the community recap question and answer bullshit thing.
Okay. Gotcha.
So it's going at 8 p.m. but I'm gonna give it like an extra probably actually start at 8:10. So
okay,
you think
that's
you could finish
perfect.
this in the next 20 minutes?
Yep, 100%.
Perfect, awesome. And then everyone that's here, I would love to see you guys up in the that meeting. If you just go up into the events for in the announcements channel, you guys will see it. Thanks, guys.
100% be there. See you there, War Daddy.
Show. 100%. All right, so we'll zoom through this again. This is just an example of swinging traverse, and then we'll go into traverse.
Beautiful.
See, I'm going left and right, left and right.
So this also answers that question that we had earlier as well.
Yeah. Say again.
I was just saying that kind of answered the question that that was asked earlier about like obviously you didn't set up like a predetermined PRT or anything.
Nope. This is like a hasty support by fire.
Even on a TRP, you want to swing across that building.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a good example of how you'd want to take it anyway.
Yeah. So let's see here. We have, let's say between. Oh, you guys can't see this because I'm just a very smart person, an engineer, if you will. So let's say we have the swing traverse versus just traversing. Let's say you're shooting at a target. Your swing traverse again is left and right, left and right, left and right. That's when again you're either being overrun, a bunch of dudes are running at you, and you have to put down fire fast. That's only for that situation. Or again, there's dudes like right in front of you, and there's just so many they got to shoot. But when you're on a gun line, you don't really use swinging traverse. You want to traverse, so you're going to shoot, traverse, shoot. That's the difference between swinging traverse and traverse. Okay, traverse is left to right. Search is up and down. So if you're traversing left, shoot, traverse right, shoot, all that. Now, with that said,
you can shoot between those points.
Correct, but
you don't have to just shoot, move your gun, shoot. You can. The thing is, you're just shooting left to right. You're stopping. You're resetting yourself on the left, and then next burst you're going to do the same thing, left to right across the building, reset, left to right across the building, and then just continue doing that.
Exactly. And so when you have that, let me just give a quick example of why we're not doing traversing fire on TRPs is because when you're doing traversing fire, you're telling the enemy that you don't know where the fuck they're at. Or if you're traversing fire on a tree line and you're just combing through the entire tree line, you're telling you don't know where the fuck they're at. They see that your rounds are highly inaccurate and spreading wide. So when you have a 240 set on a TRP and it's honed in on an exact enemy location, you're taking effective fire, they 100% know, oh, fuck, these guys got us zeroed in. But when you are just doing swing and traverse back and forth, they're going to be able to scatter everywhere and they're going to, it's going to be a lot more hectic. So that's why we want to mainly stay on traverse. Only use that swinging traverse for examples of like what I just showed you, or if you have a whole fucking squad's pushing you and you're alone type shit, or just whatever. But okay, so gun one, I want you to swing traverse from TRP 1 to 2, or just swing traverse on TRP 2. just comb across that building left and right, Yeti.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead.
No.
Yep.
Are you doing swinging traverse?
Yeah, swing traverse. She's going left and right. Yeah. So one more time, do it again. Yep, perfect. Same thing. Nomad, I want you to do the same exact thing. Go for it. Good. Keep it a little lower though. You want to remember, you want to be at knee level, right? Because these guys are gonna be shitting their pants, fucking prone in the building. All right, Brody, go ahead. Keep control. I know it's fucking hard because we don't have T&E, but keep it control, guys. Keep it at knee level. Now we're gonna do just traverse and shoot. So we're gonna shoot at TRP1. Or sorry, we're gonna shoot at TRP2. No, fuck that. We're gonna shoot at TRP1 and then we're gonna traverse to TRP2. But it's gonna be in a quick succession. So I want you to shoot a quick 6 to 9 round burst at TRP1, and then traverse. Shoot a 6 to 9 round burst at TRP2.
Just gun one, or are you saying that's we're gonna shift?
Just gun one, and then I'll just go to each gun. So Yeti, go ahead.
Gun 2 needs AG.
That's like more. Yeah, gun 2. Where's gun 2's AG at?
He crashed.
He's gone. Well, no bad. Good luck.
GG's, bro.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and move over to the community hall. Thank you for hosting this, Aristotle. It was really
for sure, dude. For sure. We're gonna be wrapping up in like probably 5 minutes anyway.
Great class, brother.
Yep. Thanks, dude. All right, gun 2, send it. Oh my god.
Did he get? Oh no.
Yeah, he's good. Go ahead, Nomad.
Clear.
Okay, gun 3, go ahead. Okay, that is TRP1 twice, but all right. So we're gonna shoot a 6 to 9 round burst at TRP1, and then I want you to shoot a 6 to 9 round burst on TRP2. We definitely have to shorten these bursts, guys. You guys are going way too long. One more time, Brody. Go ahead. You're gonna shoot at TRP1, and then you're gonna shoot. You're gonna stop, and then you're gonna shoot at TRP2. Good. Those were great bursts.
Joe, Ari?
That's who I want. Yeah, what's up?
Maple had the idea to go into the town to see how it feels to be here. Brother, if there was a squad here, they'll be fucking suppressed. Like, all the ricochets are hitting everywhere. There is nowhere to fucking cover.
Yeah. The 2-4, like I said, like, guys, I shit you not, like, 2-4's ripping through the entire compound, not just the buildings. Like, the entire, it's hitting the mountain behind it, I promise you. But yeah, all right. So, we're probably gonna wrap it up here, guys. The last thing I just want to go over again is just like your movement of the platoon. Keep in mind, I know everyone wants to move in the squad column 5-team wedge, and that is correct. Just keep in mind when you're getting a little closer on target, you're gonna want to start offsetting your guns, kind of either to the left or to the right of the platoon. Almost like how we wedge up in a squad, right? You want your automatic rifleman on the left side. Like, just remember that if you're in that position, you're gonna have to move around to wherever that contact is gonna be, and then get shots on them without hitting friendlies. So, just keep that in mind. Where if you're weaseling or AG, whatever the case is, make sure that you're in an advantageous position to yourself.
Quick
Always
question.
Yeah, what's up?
When let's say the maneuvering element is coming in from the right to left. Does that give us an opportunity to move, or are we just going to continue to suppress based on what we're hearing from them, or what do we do?
Are you saying so? If
Once they get into the village, basically,
our friendly maneuvering element is coming in right to left, and they hit TRP1. Once they hit TRP1, we are shifting to TRP2.
Okay.
Once they're clear at TRP1, they're going to say, "Hey, we're prepping to move to TRP2. Shift fire." Roger, 1-4 shifting fire. We shift fire to TRP3, and then they move to TRP2.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, adjourn it here, guys. I appreciate everyone's time. I didn't mean for it to take this long. We had more than one voice here today, so we were kind of just making sure everything went right between both of us. But I appreciate you guys coming out. We'll if everyone's all still free and has time, head over to the community event. If not, no problem. Nomad, you did great. Yeti did great. AGs, you did fantastic.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yo,
no
how do I
problem.
question?
shit.
Quick question. How the
Yeah.
fuck do I change my fire mode in this game?
B.
1.
Oh,
Okay, hello to the stream. This is Gozzy. I'm gonna say that's the end of the stream now. Thank you for watching. There's a Q&A in TWS in about 20 minutes or so. So come join the Discord and listen to the Q&A from